Hi there guys, I hope you are having a good day. Now, Frank Warren was asked about Daniel Dubois versus Joyce and whether it will happen in October, and he explained that it probably won't because they need a live audience for that fight, and in October that isn't going to be a possibility. So the fight was proposed to be pushed back to November, either November 14th or the 21st. Now, I believe that Dillian Whyte will be going on the 21st, so that means that leaves them the 14th unless they want to go up against Alexander Povetkin and Dillian Whyte too, which they're not going to want to do. So November 14th, will there be crowds back by then? I don't believe so. I don't believe this fight will happen this year, because if they are waiting for crowds, I don't believe crowds come back this year at all. Maybe in hundreds, maybe not even that, but there's not going to be crowds this year. The only way they can do that, in my opinion, is do the test drive-through event that they are planning, one that they done in Germany, I believe, where they have the boxing ring in the middle of a car park and have cars drive in and watch from their cars. That's the only way I see they can do it, because that's social distancing, you're in your own bubble. That's the only way I believe they can do crowds in the current climate. So what does this mean for Daniel Dubois versus Joyce? Well, I guess it means the fight's off. I guess it means this fight will not happen this year. Whether it still goes ahead or not, we don't know. Now, it was recently revealed that there was a possibility that the winner of this fight could eventually go on to fight the winner of Undisputed. The winner of Daniel Dubois and Joyce may be fighting the winner of Undisputed between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury next year. So this fight is hugely significant, not just because it's for the British and European titles, not just because it's so early in Daniel Dubois' career and Joyce to be taking a risk like this. This fight seemed vital for both of them, but it might not happen now, because I'm guessing that Frank Warren believes that the pay-per-view numbers would not be high enough to accommodate having this fight and to make up for the loss of revenue on the live gate. Now, how much would this fight sell at the live gate anyway? I mean, Daniel Dubois versus Nathan Gorman was like 3,400, I believe, tickets at the O2. So this fight is bigger, much bigger, but are they going to get a lot more than that? I'd say around 15,000, maybe in the O2. I don't think they would sell it out. And I'm not saying that because it's not a good fight. It is. It's a huge fight and very interesting. In fact, I'm more excited about this fight than I am at Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder 3. Because this fight, you don't know what's going to happen. Is it too soon? Is it like too late for Joyce? Even though it's not. But I mean, the dynamic is incredible. Two undefeated British fighters coming together, locking horns to see who possibly gets a world title opportunity down the line. We love that kind of dynamic and we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, we've seen it twice before. So this fight is very interesting, very intriguing, but the guys that don't have the profile of a Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Dillian Whyte, they just don't. And therefore, that means they will not sell as many tickets. So I believe that a lot of the revenue from this fight would probably come from pay-per-view numbers anyway. I mean, they would sell, 10 to 15,000 at the O2, maybe more. But I believe that the majority of the revenue coming from this event would be pay-per-view anyway. But it seems like they do need a crowd to make this event work. And the reason why it is unlikely for October, and therefore unlikely this year also, because obviously Dillian Whyte is going probably on November 21st, and that leaves them with November 14th. And I don't believe they will go on that date because it's too soon to have crowds back. That's not much later than October. Things aren't going to be much different from October to November, I don't believe anyway. So the fact that Dillian Whyte can fight in the current climate, the fact that Anthony Joshua can fight in the current climate, even Tyson Fury, although he will be going over to the US and fighting probably in front of maybe 10 to 15,000 people at the Raiders Stadium. So that won't be behind closed doors, but Anthony Joshua will be fighting behind closed doors, so will Dillian Whyte. I just think it's down to the profile of the fighters. Obviously, Dillian Whyte and Anthony Joshua have a much bigger profile than either Joyce or Daniel Dubois. And that is the reason why they are able to generate high pay-per-view numbers and still go ahead and fight without having a live gate there. And that is no disrespect to Joyce and Daniel Dubois. They are brilliant fighters and I was extremely excited about this fight. As I said, more excited than Fury Wilder 3. So this fight is a big fight. An incredible fight, so exciting and unpredictable, but ultimately it comes down to the profile of the fighters, whether they can fight in the current climate, and whether their promoters are willing to risk the event to try and generate those pay-per-view numbers that they would need to accommodate the loss of gate revenue. I really hope that this fight still goes ahead, even if we don't have it this year. I know that's annoying, we want to see it this year, we want to see this fight. I mean, I wanted to see it in April, I wanted to see it in October, but it just doesn't seem like this fight is going to get over the line at the moment, and them saying they're going to push it back until November, I don't think it's going to be much different in November to what it would be in October. So ultimately, this fight is completely up in the air at the moment. Hopefully it still happens though, because as I said, this is a great fight, a fight that should be happening. Guys, anyway, what are your thoughts on this? Make sure you leave your thoughts in the comments below, leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Thanks guys.